What's up, guys? NFL legends like Dan Marino and Barry Sanders could tell you what it's like to play with teams who more often than not just waste their talents. There are some great NFL players right now who should be winning MVP awards, setting records, and competing for Super Bowls. Unfortunately, they're stuck in a bad team that does nothing but lose, lose, lose. I'm Jason Biondo, and today we present 10 NFL stars whose talents are being wasted by terrible teams. And don't forget to subscribe to Total Pro Sports because we put out videos every single day. Every day we post new videos, so subscribe and throw on your notifications so you know when we're going to post a video. Number 10, AJ Green. Named to the Pro Bowl in each of his first 7 seasons, AJ Green has become one of the NFL's most dynamic wide receivers for many years now. When healthy, he's good for 70+ catches and 1,000+ yards in a season. But Green plays for the ever dysfunctional Cincinnati Bengals franchise. You know, the team that hasn't won a playoff game since 1990. The team that keeps Marvin Lewis as head coach for 15+ years, even though he's never won a playoff game. The team that doesn't spend money in free agency to upgrade their roster. What? How is that possible? Green has a chance at the Hall of Fame, but it's disappointing to see such an elite talent being wasted by a horribly mismanaged team. Here's to hoping he joins a contender one day. Number 9, Matthew Stafford. He's truly one of the best pocket passers in the game right now. Stafford is an annual 4,000-yard passer, dropping the hammer on defenses as he tries to get it done with virtually no help from his rushing game and slightly above average receivers. Stafford has been part of many terribly coached Lions teams, you know, giving up game-winning Hail Marys, missing field goals, you know, the usual. The Lions have never won a playoff game with Stafford, and this guy is a very good quarterback. One that could possibly be in the Hall of Fame. We wonder if the Lions will ever make the most of Stafford's talents. Please do something. Make a change. I don't know. Just do it. Number 8, TYRON Smith. Okay, so the Cowboys aren't terrible. More like mediocre. It's still enough to give TYRON Smith a spot in our list. The 2011 first-round pick has been one of the game's elite offensive linemen since he broke into the league. Named to his 5th Pro Bowl in 2017, the 6'5" tackle helped DeMarco Murray and Ezekiel Elliott win the 2014 and 2016 rushing titles, respectively. But Smith has only seen the postseason twice in his Cowboys career. Owner Jerry Jones selfishly refuses to relinquish GM duties, and the coaching has been pretty brutal. Smith will wind up in the Hall of Fame at this rate. The only downside? The Cowboys are still wasting his phenomenal world-class talents. Number 7, LeSean McCoy. Well, at least Shady McCoy got to see what a winner was like during the 2009, 2010, and 2013 seasons with the Philadelphia Eagles. But ever since being traded to the Buffalo Bills in 2015, McCoy has been one of the league's top workhorses on one of the league's worst teams. McCoy was named to his 6th Pro Bowl in 2017 after registering his 6th 1,000-yard season. McCoy is also part of the exclusive 10,000 yards club. Oh, but the Bills can't even give McCoy a half-decent quarterback to help him out. This team is mired in mediocrity every single year. The man just goes out there and shreds defense, but his team can't do much to help out. Number 6, Patrick Peterson. Yo, it's pretty good when a guy is named to the Pro Bowl in each of his first 7 seasons, right? Yeah, I thought so. Arizona Cardinals quarterback Patrick Peterson is one of the most dominant defensive backs to ever live. If he retired now, Peterson would probably have done enough to get into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Peterson, however, has been stuck on an Arizona team that has been terrible for most of his career. Take away their trip to the 2015 NFC Championship game, and there isn't much the franchise has done for him. Peterson is a virtual lock to go to Canton one day. It's just too bad he's had an excellent career almost wasted by one of football's worst teams of the past decade. Number 5, Andrew Luck. Well, the Indianapolis Colts made a smart choice drafting Andrew Luck 1st overall in 2012, but most decisions they made after that wound up blowing up in their faces. Luck masked the team's horrible offensive line, non-existent run game, and terrible defense for many years. He guided them to 3 straight 11-win seasons and playoff appearances to begin his career. But injuries forced Luck to miss half of the 2015 and the entire 2017 season. That happens when your offensive line can't protect you, causing you to take a bunch of hits over and over again. Luck should have multiple MVP awards and a Super Bowl ring or 2 by now. But the Colts haven't drafted well, nor have they found the right coaches to help out Luck. The guy's a one-man show who's having his talents wasted. Pretty similar to what happened to Dan Marino. Yeah, that sucks. Number 4, Von Miller. Yeah, Von Miller posts double-digit sacks every year and led the Denver Broncos to a Super Bowl 50 championship. But that was a few years ago. What have the Broncos done with Miller since? 2018 marked 3 straight years without a playoff appearance for Denver. The reason why? John Elway hasn't found any quarterback to take over since Peyton Manning retired. Miller goes out there every game, disrupts the opponent's QB, and keeps Denver in it. Then their offense and coaching staff find a way to blow it. I mean, you have to wonder if Miller will want to finish out his career on a struggling team like the Broncos. He deserves so much better than this mediocre team. Number 3, Odell Beckham Jr. Beckham is arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL right now. It's impressive how he put up 1,000 yards in each of his first 3 seasons, given the fact that he's had the ever mediocre Eli Manning as his quarterback. The New York Giants have been awful ever since they drafted Beckham in 2014. With the exception of a playoff berth in 2016, Beckham has been stuck on a terrible Giants team that just can't score, can't defend, and can't be coached or managed properly. Pretty much everything is just awful, except for Saquon Barkley. He's dope. Beckham did sign a 5-year extension worth $95 million in the 2018 offseason, meaning he plans to be loyal to a team that's wasting his talents. I mean, hey, as long as he's okay with it. Guess we can't judge him. Number 2, Larry Fitzgerald. 3rd all-time in receptions, 2nd all-time in receiving yards. Yeah, Larry Fitzgerald is one of the greatest wide receivers to ever live. Unfortunately for Fitzgerald, the Cardinals are just atrocious. They could only reach 1 Super Bowl in his tenure there, and Arizona simply blew it. They couldn't find a quality quarterback to complement Fitzgerald. They couldn't replace offensive guru Bruce Arians with a competent head coach. They couldn't sustain a title contender. Fitzgerald has stayed loyal to Arizona for over a decade, even as his career ends. They couldn't even repay him with 1 more chance for a Super Bowl in the twilight of his career. What a true disappointment. He deserves so much better. Number 1, Aaron Rodgers. My knee! As we've seen over the past few years, the Green Bay Packers are only as good as Aaron Rodgers. Remember when they almost fell apart in the 2013 season, when he went down with a collarbone injury, only to return and lead them to an NFC North Division title in Week 17? Do you remember that? I do. Remember when their 4-1 start in 2017 was erased after Rodgers went down with another collarbone injury? The Packers went 7-9 that year. Rodgers has had to mask the many flaws of his team: a below-average defense, an effective rushing game, a offensive line, and a downright terrible coaching. We've seen the Packers fall apart without Rodgers. We've seen him single-handedly take them to the playoffs. But Rodgers can't do it all on his own for much longer. He's getting old. Like, if only the Packers had good players and quality coaching to complement Rodgers. But they don't. So we're left watching one of the most talented quarterbacks of all time have his career wasted by a mediocre team. It's a shame. What other NFL stars are having their talents wasted by terrible teams? Join us in the comment section below. Make sure to follow myself and Total Pro Sports on social media. We post great content all the time. Get your phone. I know it's in your hand. It's right there. It's probably in your hand right now holding this. Just go to one of those accounts and follow them because they're great. Go to all of them and follow them. If you like this video, click the like button. We really appreciate it. All it takes is 1 tap, 1 click, clicky click, little tappy tap. Just tap it in. Just tap it in. Tap, tap, tap-a-roo. If this is your first time around TPS, make sure to subscribe. The red button right down below. Hit that button. We post videos every single day. Every day's a new video, so why wouldn't you want to subscribe? Of course, thanks so much for watching. I'm Jason Biondo, and I'll see you later. My knee.